Oh, hi there! Welcome to Guitar Building with Glibas. Today we have a bit of an unusual start. I was working on something, so let me show you. This contraption here is yet another jig for routing. I don't very much like routing, but this is essential for this kind of job that we have here. So, you'll see the final result relatively soon, but essentially what I'm making here is I'm taking a short cut of the neck, so I'm making it a little slimmer on the side, so you see what's happening there. So I'm making a kind of a facet here that's going to be flat, so it will make the neck appear in a bit of a different shape than it actually is without taking that much material. So yeah, I have here two supports to make sure that our router can run on them as a sled. So yeah, let's route it. When you see it, it's much easier. Are you curious to see the final result? Me too. Let's check it out. Yeah. Thanks to the masking tape super glue trick, we now can remove the masking tape. Oh, come on. Please behave. Yes. Alright. You see it now? Yeah, it looks beautiful from here. So yeah, that's what we got. So we have this like interesting headstock shape now. It was a simple one. Now it kind of reminds of some extreme headstocks. Some of the companies, they remove this part altogether, but I wanted to keep it. I'll probably paint it black. It will look good. A bit of masking tape there, but that's fine. So you see, I just removed like, I don't know, 5 millimeters. That's it, 5 millimeters, and I have this interesting shape. Isn't this awesome? I think it's awesome. And with that, I think I'm happy to say that the neck work is done pretty much. We have our shiny threads, nice leveled and polished, and all the good stuff. Thread polishing erasers are awesome. I love the shine that they gave to them, and obviously it's still a bit rough in terms of sanding on the back side. So before putting everything together, I would sand it down, go through all the grits to make it nice and smooth, at least up to 400 grit. So yeah, but that's not fun, that's for me to do off camera. But all in all, our neck is complete. So next we gotta finish the body, I think, and prepare it for staining. I'm still kind of thinking whether I should stain the body before gluing in the neck. So I have this kind of debate happening in my mind right now, but let's see. Ash. Let's talk about ash for a moment. So obviously my guitar body is out of ash. It's very nice and at the same time soft hardwood. It's very dry, so for me it was very easy to work with. It also has this nice texture. It's more emphasized in some places, a bit less emphasized in others, but it has this nice texture all over the place. Now I sanded this whole body down, and so it's now silky smooth, but I actually like some of the texture to come out. Like, I can feel some of it, but not too much. So what I have planned for this is take a wire brush with a rotary tool, or maybe without it at first, and run it along the soft fibers. And what it's going to do is it's going to remove the soft fibers like so and give the wood a bit more texture. Now obviously if I don't use the rotary tool, it will be a bit less emphasized. If I end up using the rotary tool, it will be even more emphasized. So that's what I will do here. Now this is pretty much the finish line for this body. It's fully sanded down, so what I'm doing here is really more of a cosmetic work. And after we are done with that, I think we'll get to finishing it up. Well, that was quite a lot of work, but I think it was worth it. So the result is, I would say, 50% there. Like, it's more textured now, definitely. Not sure if you can see this on camera. This probably doesn't give much of a difference to you in how it looks like, but it's definitely different from how it feels like. So that's a smooth back, and it will stay smooth. That's all good. For the front, planning more of a rustic kind of look. So that's exactly why I'm doing this. I think I have to use a rotary tool. Okay, so this just allowed us to have a very nice texture on the ash. And let me direct it towards the light so that you can see it a bit more. Oh, can you see it? The ash texture is now a lot more pronounced. So compare it with the back. So you see it's just plain. What about here? You see all the shadows? Got a bit ahead of myself. This will allow us to do something really cool with the finish. Let's glue in the neck. So we are done with the glue up. The feet is very tight actually, so there was quite a lot of glue squeezed out in this area here, but the feet is pretty much perfect. What I did this time is I added this masking tape. So I never actually did this before, but now I can just remove it. And if there was some extra glue somewhere. We're just going to remove it. So the reason why I did this is to avoid the glue on some areas where basically I don't want it. But also I do not have a luxury to leave it here. I have to remove it straight away, because if the glue penetrates the masking tape, I think it might be impossible to take it off later on. So that's why it's kind of hard to take it out of that tight corner, but we have to do it now. I can just remove it, and if there is any extra glue, I'll remove it. But other than that, we have our neck done. And on the next day, we are going to take the clamps off. So on that sticky note, I would like to wrap up today's part. Actually, it was filmed over a course of quite a few days, or weeks, or months. But you don't know that because editing power. Anyway, we are approaching the end of this build, so it's structurally it's all set. We just need to wait for the glue to cure, and then we'll get onto the finishing and assembling department part. So until then, see ya.